They called it landscaping improvement. What it looked like, right through the old channel my grandfather swore by, was a concrete wedge and a culvert that rerouted the water away from my fields and into the HOA's new ornamental ponds. They built a little paradise for property values and left my backyard thirsty. I'm Marcus. The creek behind my place used to run like a promise. It watered my apple row, fed the wet meadow where the kids learned to skip stones, and kept the old marsh alive. When the HOA crew arrived with excavators, they never knocked on my door. They just put up orange tape and a sign, Community Beautification. The HOA president, Mr. Harlan, smiled as if the river owed him gratitude. "You're seeing progress," he told me, clipboard waving. "This will boost everyone's curb appeal." Progress, if your idea of progress is stealing a water line and calling it civic duty. For weeks I watched my sump dryer, my apple leaves curl. I complained. I filed emails. Harlan sent form replies and a letter threatening fines for unauthorized obstruction when I tried to shore up the bank. He thought paperwork was armor. Then I found the contract. Old plats live in the county vault. My grandfather, a surveyor, had scribbled notes the HOA ignored. The creek's legal easement bisected their ponds. Public right-of-way for stormwater and maintenance. That meant two things. One, they had no right to dam it, and two, any obstruction that created downstream harm was automatically subject to emergency remediation and liability. I didn't call a bulldozer. I filed a packet. Emergency remedial action. Recorded interviews. Photos time-stamped by the rain. I handed the county engineer the exact coordinates where their culvert violated the easement and asked politely for an inspection. The county came with stamped forms and a seriousness I hadn't seen in the HOA's polished boardroom. The inspector, Mr. Lane, read the plat, checked the surveying pins, and frowned. "This is not permitted," he said into his radio. They issued an order. Immediate suspension of flow diversion, remediation plan within 48 hours. The board went into scramble mode. Pumps were started, lawyers called, and contractors paced like men trying to rewrite weather. I watched their panic like someone watching a stage crew trip over a misplaced cable. They patched, they hurried, they begged for extensions. But every patch needed a permit. Every extension required oversight. The county kept returning with inspectors and paper stamps. Meanwhile, the water had other ideas. Spring came with a pulse of rain. The little ornamental basin the HOA had built filled faster than the pump could spit it out. The culvert, choked by their rushed landscape work, backed up. The creek found a seam, a low place they'd thought irrelevant, and pushed. A narrow channel opened beneath a forgotten plank, then widened, then sang. In one breath, the meadow drank its first proper flood in years. Water tore across the manicured lawn and into the HOA's showcase gardens. Stone paths lifted like ribbons. Their fountain, designed for placid selfies, spat mud. The board's carefully curated pond looked suddenly like a river's apology. They went ballistic. Board meetings, emergency repairs, insurance calls, fines appeared on their balance sheets, but the real cost was reputation and the ugly truth printed in the county memo. Illegal diversion, harm to downstream properties, failure to secure permits. I didn't celebrate destruction. I celebrated the river remembering its course. I celebrated the county doing the job the HOA thought paperwork could replace. Now, when I walk the apple row, the ground is full where it should be. The HOA's ponds are cordoned, covered, and under official remediation orders. Harlan's smile has gone thin. His clipboard is mostly receipts for repairs and legal fees. Sometimes nature fixes what stubborn men try to steal. Sometimes the law helps nature do the rest. Type Creek if you'd let the water find its own justice. Like, share, and subscribe for more stories.